Hi people, I've just got into a hotel room for the night, for the night, for 8 p.m. So I went to Ashley's last night. There's no point in me going to police, to be honest, they're useless. I went to Ashley's last night. I went to Ashley's last night. Yeah. Breaking news? No, I don't want no breaking news. I've had enough news. Basically, over the last couple of weeks, I've been winding him up, sort of saying, look, I don't really believe you're that dominant, this kind of thing. And basically, when I got there last night, he proved he was definitely dominant. Strangled me to the point I nearly passed out. Put a hood over my face and head, which I was begging him not to. He left that on me and he locked it at the back, and he also changed my wrists behind my back as well. He left that on me for maybe 3-4 hours. I couldn't, there was a little hole there around the mouth pins, little eye things, but you can't really see through it, so all morning I've been trying to get my return ticket back to Birmingham because there's no trains. It's been almost impossible to try and get back. The coaches have all sold out. There was no one to ask at the coach station because it's just a load of seats. I did find someone and asked him, and he says just scan this code here, and I scanned that code. It took me to their website, and that was just, their website was just asking me to buy more tickets, so I had to ring them up. And finally I got through to them, and I've got an e-ticket for tomorrow because they're all the coaches are sold out from Middlesbrough to Birmingham tonight, all day. The whole day it's all sold out. And it was more or less sold out when I came up here yesterday. When I had that thing over my face, I was trying to think, oh, have I done that? I'll chip my neck. I was trying to think of a way. I must be getting stronger because I'm not even crying. But I was crying when I was there because I was begging him to let me go. When he had that thing over my face, I did think of a reason. I did manage to think of a reason that he would let me go. I basically says to him, and this didn't happen, but I says to him, I ran my sister before I came here, and if I don't get back in touch with her soon, she'll ring the police. I didn't ring my sister. I haven't told anyone that I'm here. Not a single person, except for maybe on Twitter I might have mentioned it. But so I think that maybe changed his mind, because he was keeping me for, I don't know, look at the size of my suitcase. He was keeping me for a while. And I do tend to be gullible in these situations, I thought, because last time he was quite soft with me when I was telling him about my ex, David Gibbs. So he had that thing over my face. He was kicking me about and stuff. Well, he put me on the floor, he was kicking me about and stuff. Hit me with a belt. That kind of thing. I'm okay now because I'm in the hotel, so I'm okay. And to be honest, I'm not even sure whether I feel brave enough to leave the hotel, to be honest. But he just gave me the keys this morning. Well, he knocked me around a bit. Well, he didn't hit me in the face. Well, he did slap me in the face, but he didn't actually. He's very careful, like, I mean, he won't leave bruises. Yeah, so. I'll take a deep breath. I've took one of my tablets already, so, and it's starting to make me a bit, because I couldn't eat earlier, so I took one of my tablets to see if I could eat, and I managed to eat after I took my tablet. after I took one of my tablets. So yeah, on top of it all, no one's answering their phones. My sister's not answering her phone. No one's answering their phones. Kieran, no one. Lee's with his support. I don't know. But this video probably won't get put on YouTube for about a month because I've got a load of videos on here already from Christmas time. Because Demi was sending me I already took a load of videos around Christmas time, and then Demi was sending me videos as well. So yeah. So I managed to find this hotel because I knew I wasn't going to get back today, because every time I was checking it was saying sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, sold out, all the coaches. So the man says you can just jump on a coach if you got an open return. I thought, well, that's not true. So I rang them up just to be sure, and even on the woman on the phone, she says no, if you got an open return you have to ring them or book it online to get a return ticket back. So yeah, I think God's been guiding me, because I was really praying, to be honest. When I was out of that thing over my face, because I was really praying for a way to get out of there. I was like begging God more or less to sort of yeah. I'm okay. I'm quite tough. I'm okay. And then last night, I think he could see I was really shook up, because he says sleep in the spare. He didn't say sleep in the cage. He just said sleep in the spare room. Because he was literally asleep, and I says, can I take this off? And I says, can I say something? And he says, yeah. First he says no, and then I think he was asleep. When I looked up, he looked half asleep. So I think he nodded off. Yeah. To be honest, I don't think I could ever go to his flat again. I feel really scared of him now, to be honest. I was scared of him already, but I feel really scared of him now. I think I might delete my recon profile. That's what I'm thinking about doing, deleting it. That's what the police told me to do last January, I think. Last January it was, wasn't it? I went to the police about David. So I feel safe now because I'm in this hotel room. He doesn't know where I am. He even had the cheek to wave like this to me before he left. He was like, bye. I did love him, to be honest, but there you go. That's what happens when you fall in love with men, I suppose. So I'm keeping away from relationships, I think. Well, I was anyway, but it's all very controlled, isn't it? It's not like when you see these domestic relationships, you see the one person punching the other one in the face and kicking them and stuff. It was very controlled. It was like, he didn't actually punch me in the face, he was slapping me in the face. He wasn't actually punching me in the face. And then he used, I think, a paddle or a belt to whack my bum with it. But I had that thing over my face, so I couldn't see anything. I couldn't see what was going on. Plus, he was hitting me in the face while I had that thing over my face, so I couldn't see what was going on. I wanted to walk towards the door to leave, but I thought, how am I going to do that when I can't even see in front of me? So yeah. I think I'm going to have a shower or a bath here and just try to relax a bit. Maybe take another tablet, although I only took a tablet about an hour or two ago. But I think I could do with another tablet. I can't do that again. I'm going to have to block him. It's too scary. As I say, I think God was guiding me, because as I was on the buzz and I was thinking, where am I supposed to go? Because I was checking the National Express and it was saying sold out, sold out, sold out. So I was checking where to go, and then I heard a voice in my head. When I was looking on the maps around this area, I heard a voice saying, Holiday Inn's there, go to Holiday Inn. I heard that voice in my head saying, go to Holiday Inn. So I'm not going to cry. So I heard, I'm not going to cry. So I heard a voice in my head saying, go to Holiday Inn. So I was looking on there and I saw Holiday Inn. Yeah, I think God was guiding me here, because he said, he says, go to Holiday Inn and have a free breakfast there as well. I don't usually do that. I don't usually feel that I don't know. I'm usually in control of my life. I didn't feel in control of my life at all. I didn't know if to ring the social workers or what. But this is what I says to Ash. This is what I says, Ashley. This is what I says to him to try and leave. I says my sister could get the police. I says I've got autism. I've got a social worker, which is both are true. I do. And the thing with the police, yeah, my sister could easily do that, yeah. Because I'm classed as a vulnerable person, you say. So having autism and having a social worker means that you're a vulnerable person. So I tried to explain this to him, and then he softened again. I think, and then he took my keys last night. He took my wallet, my phone, and my keys, but I managed to get them back off him because he only put them on the sideboard. But then my keys would have disappeared, and I says to him, I said, how am I supposed to? I says to him, I says, where's my keys? And he says, oh, don't you worry about that. I've got your keys. And then he starts hitting me about a bit, and then he says I can go, kind of thing. He says, have you learnt your lesson? And I says, yes. He says, you're under my control. And I says, yes, sir. And he was like, but yeah, so he really, oh God, he really had me by the throat. He had his arm like this, really tightly around my throat. It's been a while since I've been strangled that hard. I felt like I was going to pass out. I nearly passed out with that finger over my head because it was on me for 3 hours, and I couldn't even move. Every time I tried to move, he'd grab me by the neck and strangle me again. So I couldn't really move. I was like on all fours kind of thing. I was on the floor. He put me down on the floor, and he put me in a kneeling position, and I had to stay like that for 2-3 hours. But I did sort of wiggle about, so he chucked me. So my head, well, I managed to get my wrists out of them chains. He sort of chucked me forward, but I managed to put my hand down. But if I didn't have the chains around my wrists, then I wouldn't have been able to. Then I would have just cracked my head off the floor. So, yeah. So as you can imagine, I'm quite scared of him now, to the point where I'm not even sure whether I should leave this hotel room until tomorrow morning, because my coach is booked for tomorrow morning. So luckily I've got breakfast. Well, I'm going to try and ring people to help my mind calm down a bit. So, yeah.